And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at Telestrations Upside Drawn. Now, Telestrations Upside Drawn has the idea that it is an expansion or a sequel to Telestrations. It's made by the same company, the Op, but other than the fact that you draw in both of them, there's not any really connection to Telestrations. This is another drawing game, but in this case you draw using the paper, not the pen, or the whiteboard, not the marker. What does that mean? Let me show you. In this game, you're split into teams. Each team needs to have at least three people, two or three people. The rules say 2 to 3 people, but I don't see why you couldn't have like 10 people per team. But each round of the game, you're going to have one person who is the artist. That person's job is to hold the pen. They're going to have the pen, and they're going to hold it like this. The other person, another person's going to be the guide. So you're going to roll a die, and all the guides are going to look here at what it shows on that you've rolled. So you're going to roll person, place, thing, action, or phrase. Although if you roll a star, you can do anything you want. So you got exterminator, hospital, dinner, jump down to the wire. And then the artist gets their marker ready, like I said. And the guide is going to move the board, and that's it. They can say up, and so the person will put their hand up. They can say down, the other person will hold their hand down, and that's it. You can't say any other words. Now you can give clues to your team. You could say up, and then go over here, and you could make it say hot or cold or sounds like or broader scope or narrower scope. These are clues. But the whole thing comes down to the fact that as you draw a picture, you're drawing it like this. And this person is simply trying to hold the pen as still as they possibly can. If your team gets the answer first, you score the number of points. So down to the wire, you can see it's 3. Phrases are harder. It is okay to show the number of words in the phrase. It's okay to listen to what other teams are guessing. It's okay for the person who is the guide to erase at any time, but you're not allowed to look at the other team's drawings, and you can't write letters and numbers and mark the number of letters in the words. You can't do any other charades. It's just here. And that's the game. The first person or team to 20 people, 20 points, is the winner. Although the rules kind of indicate that that doesn't really matter, and you're just playing to have fun. The game comes with a big pile of chips. It has 4 boards, along with markers with erasers, and a pile of cards that are 2-sided, so it's easy to see. The words are an eclectic mix: magician, campground, tambourine, levitate, piece of cake, mummy, ocean plant, spin under the weather, zombie, university, skyscraper, baking, short end of the stick, tooth fairy, Atlantic Ocean, train, vacuuming, blind leading the blind, pirate, hotel, wishing well, wash, and stick to your guns. There's quite a few cards. It feels like there's 100 here. The rules will tell us exactly, 100 cards. So there's 1,000 different things to pick between. The die itself has the categories on it. It looks like the die is a decent quality die. It feels okay, and everything fits easily in the box. Telestrations is my favorite drawing game of all time. This is not Telestrations. This is very good. I enjoy it. But again, I just feel like I keep needing to hammer that point home. Now, what this is it's Pictionary, except you draw with the board rather than the marker. That's it. That's the whole game. But that is not a bad concept. That's a simple concept, but a hilarious one. You can see my daughters played a little bit of this live where people were trying to guess on the internet what they were. So you can see this on our own channel to see a little bit of how it works. But suffice it to say, there's a lot of yelling when you play this game at the guide and the artist yelling at each other. But the people who are watching, it's hard to draw in general, but when you're drawing using this, I don't care how good of an artist you are, it's a much trickier thing. And some of these in here, I don't know that I could ever get someone to guess. Give me unlimited time. Now that being said, it's the same as, Pictionary type games. You hear clues from other people. Oh, that's what that is. And some of the clues are fairly simple to get, and you'll get there, and It's an amusing game to watch. Again, the points don't matter in this style game. Who cares who wins? It's just a very entertaining activity to play. Now, I feel like it is a loud party game. There's going to be lots of yelling and screaming and laughing. And that's the kind of party game I'm in the mood to play sometimes. So with that being said, I found this to be very enjoyable. And it can handle a lot of people. The box says 4 to 12, but I don't see any reason why you couldn't take more than that. And the more teams, the merrier. A lot of fun. Check it out. That's Telestrations Upside Drawn. I'm Tom Vasel. We'll see you next time. Dice Tower Judgment approved.